Hey, and good morning. I am getting ready for work. What is happening with my chest? All right, just gonna leave that there. But I'm getting ready for work, and something came to me that I wanted to do a quick, not really a reading, so I don't have my runes with me, but I wanted to give advice today. So a lot of people come to me and they talk about wanting to know how to communicate with their loved ones. And it's funny because when I usually am meeting with someone and I've got like for sure a mediumship reading where they want to speak to their loved ones on the other side, what I do is in the days before the reading, I will start to open up the channel. And the way that I do that is by, when I'm doing stuff like this, like putting makeup on, and when I'm driving, but it's usually when I'm like doing my makeup specifically, I'll call forward the spirit. And I will say, hey, so-and-so, your loved one is ready to hear a message, and they are curious to hear X, Y, and Z. What do you have to say about that? And it always works this way. That spirit will come to me while I'm getting ready for work, when I'm getting ready to sit with people for a day, and especially if I have a whole day. If I have a whole day of mediumship readings where people are looking to speak to their folks on the other side, chances are, I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes they come to me in the shower and I'm like, we're not doing that today. Like that's not my moment. That's not your moment either. We are going to wait until I'm decent. Decent is a relative term. But we're going to wait until I, have a break from the day before. Sometimes when I'm in the shower, I like to listen to my own, my horoscope readings from people on YouTube. Susan Tarot is like one of my favorite. There's a lady from England, I can't remember her name, Deb the medium. I think she's a Pisces too. Most of the mediums I listen to are Pisces. I'm a Pisces. But anyway, my point being in this little vid is that a lot of people talk about, like, how can I connect with my loved one, right? How can I hear them? How can I ask them questions? How can I bring them forward? How do I know that the voice in my head is theirs? The answer is that you stop thinking and trying so hard about it. This is a conversation I've had with my mom many times in trying to bring my brother forward. Is that you stop trying. You actually will sit there and it's like, you know what? Like, you can wake up in the morning and be like, hey, so-and-so, or let me just talk to Sean. I was like, hey, Sean, I'm having a good day. I've got a reading. I've got readings today. Raven and Crone, 12 to 7, 12 to 6:30. And why don't you come through? Like, show me a sign. Bring someone forward. Help me out with this. And I'll sit there and talk to him. And then what I'll do is go back to my regimen. And I'll sit there and I will do my makeup, blow dry my hair. And chances are during that time, he'll come forward and he'll be like, oh, by the way, so-and-so's on their way, right? Or I'm going to do this for you today, or you're going to have this challenge today, like, stick with it. And so my point being is, if you are really trying hard to connect with someone, and if you're a little bit either out of practice from meditation, because meditation is another way of doing it. I always tell people mindfulness is a great way, even though I hate the term for it, because like the whole point of mindfulness is to actually get out of your mind. I'll never understand who actually coined that term. But the point is that if you really want to bring someone through, stop trying so hard. Go do the things. I would say mind your own business. Go about your day. For me, I will sit here and while I am literally curling my eyelashes, someone's grandmother will come through. Or while I am blowing out my hair or dancing with my cat, someone else will come through. And that's how you do it. It's just that you go quiet. And a lot of times too, it's like when I am on the road and when I am my favorite thing is to do road trips, which is like the whole point of the Avion. I've got a big one coming up at the end of the month. I'm towing my Avion back to Pennsylvania with my partner Sam, and so I'm like so excited that like A, we get to have our first road trip like that, but B, I get to like hit the road. It's like one of my favorite things to do. I will always ceremonially talk to Sean, and if I'm feeling especially communicative, I will bring forward my spirit guides and be like, hey y'all, these are all the things I'm grateful for, and here's all the things that I would like to work on. Let's do that together, right? And that's what I will do. So I recommend to you, the next time that you are really wanting to communicate with somebody and talk to them, bring through spirit, the next time that you want to make sure that you can actually hear them when they're speaking, the entire point is to disconnect and just let it happen. And it's in those moments that you're sitting there doing something, whether it's folding the laundry or feeding your cats or dogs, taking your dog for a walk if your dog's not an asshole and like taking all your attention. But it's in those moments that you're in, I call the zero state mind. That's when they'll come through. And that is when you'll get the message. And a lot of times it will not be the message you will expect. So they're not going to be like, you know, say for example, if you're talking to, like, you're trying to bring through your dad and you're like, where's the will? You know, he's not going to be like, oh, while you're doing your makeup, oh, it's over here. I left it over here, by the way. I mean, he could. I mean, if it's something that you keep repeating and asking, it very well could be that. But sometimes it could be like, hey, I'm okay. Or, you know, hey, go check on grandma, she needs you. Whatever it is, it's like that message that you've been looking for can come through when you least expect it. So yeah, and so after this video, when I'm finished with my makeup, I'm going to do my hair and beautify. I call it beating my face. But I'm going to finish with my hair, and while I'm curling my hair, I will zone out, and I will leave room for message. So I hope that everyone has an amazing day. Hopefully your dress or shirt is less revealing than mine, but you know how we do. But yeah, good luck, and if this little point works, this little hint works for you guys, or advice works, let me know, because I love hearing feedback from people who follow me or other people who are aspiring mediums, because it really is, it's hard to get yourself to this point, but once you get there, it's really easy. So yeah, have a wonderful Friday, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. Take care.